Alright. Is this thing on? Is everything working? I guess I'm about to find out soon. um, oh gosh, where do I start? Um, I guess hi. I said I was gonna do it for some time, and well, here I am. If the lighting's a little bad, then that's a work in progress. But anyway, more than anything, this is just a systems check, if you will, just to see if everything works, if I work, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. Whether I keep on doing this, whether this is the first and last time this happens, whether 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 I don't know where to start. Oh, last person, Alex. Alex, hey, how are you doing? Good to see you here. I got the viewer list over here, but I don't know how accurate it is. Oh good, it's the good with the cool. Oh wow. But either way, whoever's here right now, or whether I throw this up on YouTube or somewhere later, and it's visible after the fact. Just the fact that there's people here, I really appreciate that. So, I guess more than anything, we should start with the audio. How does the audio sound? Okay? Does it sound tinny? Does it sound The cut up's pretty accurate. I use the same. All right, so not that many. So not that much pressure then. Also try to turn up your mic. Okay, okay, let me see. I think this is it over here. Gotta turn up just a little bit over halfway. How does that sound? Maybe I need to put myself a little closer to the mic. Let's. Oh, here's another glitch already. The hardware on the mic boom is a little borked. All right, I guess we'll go from here. So anyway, they're better. Okay, thanks, Alex. I appreciate you being here. You're well. Let's see. Between you and I saw Shell Shock Prime in the chat at some point. I don't know if you're still there. I guess you could say both of you were kind of the inspiration to give this a try. See what happens. Someone should keep account how many times I say, let's see what happens. I think I said that before. I'm saying that right now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to say that after the fact. Anyway, what you saw before the intro, if you were here for that, I wish I could say that splashed together pretty quickly, and for the most part it did, but shortcut, if anyone out there knows what that is, it wasn't really playing nice with me. Anyway, that was the intro. Well, let's see, that was just a hastily put together intro. This is the chat window. I see followers, all of which I know. Shellshock Prime, Beautiful Shy, Last Prism Alex, Moonsago, I see you're following. Thank you so much for the follow. This could be the permanent look, this could be temporary. Just still trying to figure out what works. I forget what the phrase is, throw stuff at the wall, see if it sticks. Anyway, this is chat. This is if I decide to share what's on the screen. Right now it's open up to Steam because I'm gonna be cycling through videos and seeing how everything looks. If I need to make tweaks to what's going on over here. Offie Gems, I see you in the chat. I have a feeling I know you from somewhere. I can't quite put my finger on it where exactly. Don't hurt me after. Offie Gems, that's my sister. Love her to pieces. In fact, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be chewing me to pieces after for that. So let's get some games tested over here. Offie Gems. Yep, I am in trouble. Alright, so that's if I decide to share what's going on here. It's just the desktop behind over here, nothing spectacular. Then there's nothing here right now, but the famous sister, huh? Oh yes. Well, famous at least in as far as as far as what I tweet, but who knows? Someday they might be a well-known name. Anyway, if I'm playing something in full screen, well, that's gonna be pretty much everything. That's gonna show up over here. There's viewer count, chat, very hastily put together logo. This pint glass over here. Wonder what that could be. Let's see. It could be a thing. Okay. Anyway, let's fire up some games. See how. Do a system check on the games. Guess we'll start with one that I am very familiar with. Kerbal Space Program. Oh wait, that's not how it goes. Alright, assuming everything works as it should, that should show up here in a few minutes. Takes a while to load out. There's also a bit of delay. I can help you with that later. Yeah. Any help would be appreciated, because at this point I am, as they say, a noob. Alright. KSP, how are you looking? Okay. We got a little something. We got a little something right now. Oop, I lost. Yeah, game delays do help with online play. Broke64. Rebel, hey there. Thank you too for being here. Really appreciate it. Alright, there we go. KSP is loading up. Lost my control panel over here. How do I get that back? Yeah, screw it. Hang on. Online schedule. View dashboard. Is that it? Okay, there we are. Alright. For anyone not familiar with KSP, Kerbal Space Program, one of my favorite games, one that I decided to play. Alright, well, at this point I am honestly just happy that it works. Because I had tried to go online for a few minutes, nothing was working. I shut down OBS and then decided to try again, and well, here we are. Anyway, Kerbal Space Program. It's a space program for Kerbals. It's pretty much what it would imply, a space simulator. You build rockets, you make sure they work, you go fly around well, the solar system over here, the Kerbin system, and it's really open-ended. You just go in. First, you got to figure out how everything works. Go in, learn how everything works, fly around, make some things explode. There's quite a bit of explosions over here, whether you're trying to go for that or you're not trying to go for it, because there's some times where you're doing everything okay and then the game decides, nope. Alright, coupling the couplers. The flavor text on this is really funny, because you have like things like coupling the couplers, let's see, coupling the couplers, sending Val to Val. Val is one of the characters you can play over here, Valentina Kerman. And there's a moon that's named Val. And I am just realizing that I forgot to turn the music back on over here. Let's see. Because I was testing stuff out. I was testing stuff out over here prior to the first stream. I was recording footage in order to use in that intro. Rocket gonna go boom. We'll see. Okay, let's see. I hope the audio isn't too loud over here. It seems a little loud on my end. I don't know how it's looking on everyone's end. Viewer side. Alright, so let's see. Let's start with I'm not gonna go through the whole thing, obviously, because otherwise we'll be here all night. So just we'll name it test. The science mode, it's one of the modes you can play over here. You can do sandbox, where you could just explore what the game does. There's career, which apparently was the classic. No, not career, science. That was the classic playthrough missions, work your way to the end, and then there's career, which is a lot more involved, which is just a full playthrough of the game. Right over here, the science mode, that's like playthrough light, and then career, you have full control of everything. But yeah, let's build a quick thingy, launch it, and then we'll move on to the next game. So there's not much right now, but as you go through the game, you start acquiring new parts and new capabilities. In this case, the idea is just get off the ground in one piece. So you need something for the Kerbals to ride in. You need something for them to parachute back. I forget if they have parachutes at the beginning or not. They do have parachutes at some point, but I don't know if they have it right now. Okay, so We have something for them to ride in, we have something for them to ride back on, and now we need something for them to toss them up in the air. Alright, so very basic. And here we go. Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, for today's flight of the SS... The SS Yeetus, let's call it that. Your captain today is the very capable Jebediah Kerman. Today's flight will take us hopefully up to the air and back in one piece. So, oh, almost messed up the first flight. You gotta check your staging. You don't want the rocket to light and then the parachute to light as well. So, alright, so everything looks good. I turned on stability controls. I could fly without, but otherwise I'll go somersault. I'll go somersaulting to who knows where. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on to your butts. Okay, we got off the ground in one piece. Let's try to come back in one piece. This wasn't ever meant to get us up into space. Like I said, it was just more than anything, I'm just seeing how the game is performing. Once again, does the audio sound good on this game? Does it sound too loud? Does it sound too quiet? Any feedback on that is greatly appreciated. This is taking too long, so let's time warp a little bit. Not too much, otherwise we're gonna go splashing to the ground, into the ocean, in a couple pieces. More than a couple pieces. Alright. Oh. Alright. Parachute is out. Don't fall apart on me. Sounds perfect. Alright. Excellent. Excellent. So far, so good. Oh! Oh no! We're in trouble. Okay, come on. Bail, 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 bail! Do you have your parachute? Please have your parachute. You do have your parachute. This was not supposed to happen. Okay, short answer, I came back a little too fast. Okay, very fast. You need any more proof that this was unscripted? Or that this isn't just video playback? Yeah, this... That's why we called it a test. Boom. No! Splash! It's supposed to go in splash. Now the question is whether it goes splash safely or not. Okay. Let's do a little time warp again. Let's hope that doesn't have any adverse effects. Okay, thank goodness, no. Jeb will live to fly another day. Let's just time warp again. Otherwise we're gonna be here for a while. Okay, fine then, splash. That's what we're going for. Hopefully safely. Okay, 10 meters above, we're going a little fast. And slow down just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Not too much. Alright, we're back. We're without a ship. Okay, we could just swim, but you know what? This is taking too long. So that's the end of Kerbal Space Program for now. Let's get out of here. That's not how I planned it going out. What even is planning? I know I didn't plan because I'm taking up a lot longer than I thought. Okay, so moving on, let's give City Skylines a try, because that's going to be something that I'll probably want to play more than a few times if I decide to do this again, which at this point, considering I've eaten up a lot of the half-hour window that I said I was going to take up, I think I'm going to need to do this again. Alright, are you loading? Are you loading? You are loading. Alright. Got a couple different controls open over here. The monitor placement that I have is a little strange because I would have my main monitor over here. Over here, immediately next to it would be the second monitor, and up here next to the case, I have the third monitor. Which is why if you see me looking up to the side and top, that's where I went, the monitor. Alright. Continue game. Oh, I do not know where I was going to continue from. Probably from the city that I was working on that I abandoned. Not in-game, but just in general, because I stopped playing this for a while. And then I only picked it up again recently to film record the intro that was at the beginning of the stream. I am out of breath. Maybe I should shut up. I should shut up, 1, calm down, 2. Because if it wasn't obvious, I'm just jittery right now. I am nervous. I'm sweating. My hands are cold. That usually doesn't happen unless I'm really stressed. They'll warm up again. All right. So, for those who don't know, City Skylines. It's if anyone's played SimCity or heard of SimCity, well, this is one of the alternatives that came out in the wake of, I believe it was, I think it was either SimCity 4 or the successor to that. I don't know if there was a successor. Muso, you're doing just fine. Thank you, and thanks for the follow, thanks for being here, thanks for the encouragement, I really appreciate it. Anyway, City Skylines. At some point, SimCity, apparently people weren't too happy with it, so, I believe City Skylines came out in the wake of it, or it was coming out, and it was just opportune that it was coming out. And I mean, I played both. I love both. SimCity 2000 was my first foray into city building. Continued with SimCity 3000. I spent a lot of time with that. I didn't play city building simulators for a while, and then when I came back, I believe I got SimCity 4, never tried it, and then City Skylines popped up onto my radar, and well, here we are. I never looked back from there. Any day now. This is partially my fault, because one thing I love about City Skylines is that you can mod so much of it. You don't like the appearance, you can download a mod to change the appearance. You don't like the vehicles, or you want more vehicles, you can download vehicles. Would you like to add extra functionality? There's just so many ways to mod this, and that's part of the reason that this can take a while to load up, because it's got to load up all the junk. Yay, we're all talking to each other. It went boom. No, if something went boom, you would know it. Yeah, and Zotari and I I'm pretty sure we're either on opposite ends of the apartment, or she's watching from the living room. Either way, I'm gonna get chewed out. I'm gonna get chewed out when this is all over. Or my door's gonna come down at some point. Come on, any day now. Okay, the audio's starting to stutter, so that means we're pretty close to starting. Yeah, I'm gonna need to vibe a little bit after this. Rip. If who knows? It could it could have just hiccuped on me right now, and we're just waiting for nothing. All right, I've been live for half an hour, coming up on the end of the window that I said. Because I said I was only gonna do this for, well, I never mentioned it on Twitter, but I said I was just gonna do this for maybe half an hour or so. Admittedly, I was just gonna go for 15 minutes, but 15 minutes came and went. Half an hour is coming and going. Okay, I hear city noise. I see city noise. Broken assets. Yeah, that's the other thing. You gotta watch. You gotta watch what you put in here, because it can easily become outdated. Come on, move. I feel like this one might be a little loud. Let me know if this is too loud. But I mean, it works for me. The soundtrack that we're listening to over here. There's several different soundtracks in City Skylines. There's let's see. There's the one we're listening to right now is called Official Mars Radio. It's supposed to be broadcast from Mars. One of the sister games to. Oh, now I know why it wasn't working. I was. Oh my gosh. Because let's see, I think I was in Kerbal Space Program. You use the right mouse button to angle yourself around. In this game, sounds good. I recognize the soundtrack from the Mars game. Oh, so you played the Mars game? I did see it mentioned at some point when I was probably on the newsfeed for City Skylines. When I went to start it up at one point, but I did want to try it, but I didn't know if I wanted to commit to it. I mean, if it's good, then I'll give it a try. Anyway, nothing is moving right now, and now everything is moving. A little stuttery. That's what happens when your city starts growing. Everything starts getting sluggish. Well, let's see, between the size of the city and all the mods, there's plenty of potential for things to get sluggish. Here's the bridge where that intro came out of. I just put myself over here, muted everything, and just recorded it from not the cinematic camera, the free camera mode. I mean, once I've done this enough, then maybe I'll be able to add clips from other games. Therefore, everything went slow in the game. Yeah, it could be. Who knows what games? PC games especially. Okay, we're running a little low of power over here. That's that's something I'll need to address at a later time. Because I think something. Because it's because one of the add-ons, I think it broke. That's why we have power lines just stretching across water over here. The bridge to nowhere. Well, it depends, because over here's supposed to be, I guess you could call it downtown, and then out here is supposed to be the suburbs. No, wait, that's oil. Then up here I put like a little rural area with with a high-rise in there. Thank you for making sense, game. Yeah, the Twitter substitute over here, Chirper, is pretty funny, but I wish they would add a little more flavor text. That's one. And two, it clues you in on whether stuff is going wrong or not. Like if there's power, then there would be a very vocal complaint about there's no power. But then you're like, where's there power missing? And then you gotta call up the power map and then see where there could be power missing. And then if you don't find where it is, you know, you just start tearing your hair out, or you could just silence it. Anyway, let's try. Thank you. that was something that I put in a lot more hours than a lot more hours than I care to say. Although compared to the amount of time some people I'm sure would put into this game, I'm pretty sure it would be just a drop in the bucket. In fact, let's see, total playtime 840.9 hours. It seems a lot to me, but anyhow, it looks like. Yeah, thanks both of you. But yeah, oh wait, you can't see what I'm talking about. Yeah, 840.9 hours. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's nothing compared to the amount of time some people have put into this game. Are you quitting? Yeah, it takes a while to quit. All right, so I'm gonna try one more game that I'm gonna be giving a try. Let me see if it'll load into it. Looks great. Thank you. All right, let's see if you. Oh, we got our music back. It's trying to exit out. How long are you gonna take to exit out? CD scratched, or the record scratched, or once before records. What was it called? The gramophone cylinder? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? I know it's the cylinder that they used on gramophones, but I don't know if it was. What am I talking about? I'm going on a tangent here. All right, Euro Truck. I had just taken a look at this not even an hour ago, just to see if everything was gonna be working the way it should. All right, so let's continue over here. I just made sure that everything was working. I'm not exactly sure where I left off. Yeah, no, the cylinders. Yeah, that was it. And the load screen over here, usually you would get the screen caps from online play, but in this case I've downloaded ProMods, a really good map expansion that takes the base game, which is already pretty extensive. In fact, let me call it the map over here. Yeah, the default map is pretty extensive. It gives you a lot of Europe, but then ProMods it adds roads, it adds details to the roads. At one point I had this whole map filled up, and then I just decided I want to start a new game, so I deleted the old game. I mean, I don't regret deleting the game, but I kind of wish I still held on to it just for reasons. Anyway, let's see. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. Just something from. I need to look into that. ProMods. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely worth looking into. Although I gotta warn, it turns Euro Truck Simulator that's already a time sink into a further time sink. You'll be sitting here driving, and then next thing you know, either hours have passed by, or you'll get some kind of indication that way too much time has passed. Okay, how do I? Okay, so let's fire up the trucks. I'm playing on a controller on a controller over here. I wish I had steering wheel pedals. That might be a project for the future, but right now just the old gamepad. Oh wait, I turned the parking brake on. Should have turned the lights on. See, I'm not gonna clip the side. I don't want to be a bad trucker. Hey. Bye. Might want to get some coffee there. Alright. Now, of course, you could just bulldoze your way into the intersection. Now I gotta wait. That's one thing I need to get a wheel and pedals. Yeah, I've wanted to get that for a long time, but I mean, I just couldn't justify the cost. Mostly because I would just come home from work, play a little bit, crash out for the night. Alright, don't turn red, don't turn red. What are you doing? What are you doing? Let me out! Oh, I'm on the sidewalk there. And red over here, and that's alright. Of course, there's nothing that says you gotta wait on red, but... Alright, don't clip into me, don't clip into me. The AI will clip into you. Not as bad as in Bus Simulator 18. Bus Simulator 18, that's one game I have... I don't have much love for the AI. The AI over here, at least it's... I mean, it's reasonable. You can mod it to be a little more intelligent. But just as a whole, there's stuff that the AI does that's pretty questionable. Basically, I mean, if you know how it works, you can exploit it to whatever you need. I try not to do that, but there's times where I just want to get a quick game in, so it's like, I know how you're gonna work, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. Very cheap. I said this is still there for it. So a dead zone would be fixable, huh? Yeah, if I get something, then it would probably have to be used. Both for cost reasons and also just to see whether I like it or not. Sounds a little loud. I don't know how it sounds for the rest of you guys. But then again, I'm in a 500 plus horsepower monster, so come on, let me in, let me in. Yeah, I know I could have just bulldozed my way in there, but I don't do that in real life, so I'm not gonna do it over here. How much longer is this supposed to take? An hour 55 in game. Oh, I'm already blowing the speed limit. That's one thing I'm criminal of doing. Let's go to my end. Okay, good. Sounds okay. So that's the one thing I'm kind of criminal about over here. Just moving over here. I don't have to, but at least here in New York, if somebody's on the shoulder, then you gotta move over. So I guess you could call that force a habit. Plus, it's just good practice, you know. If somebody broke down on the side of the road, just give them space. Okay, I am clearly not giving the speed limit any regard here. Scania sign on the right. Yeah, right now we're in Sweden, so it would make sense to see some Scania signage. In fact, that's supposed to be their main plant. I forget where it is that it is. In fact, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it because I'm pretty sure I would butcher the pronunciation. It's like Sudertaj. Oh man. That sounded terrible. Alright, rest stop over here. I'm just gonna pull in here and call it a stream. 30 kilometers per hour. Yeah, I'm clearly blowing that speed limit. Alright, it's not gonna be perfectly square, but then again, I'm not gonna save it. But may as well get into the habit of doing it. If I'm gonna be doing this again, I mean, just playing Euro Truck Simulator in general. I haven't played it in a while. I miss playing it. Alright. Really wanna quit? Okay, it was saved automatically, but I guess I could just take it from. Actually, I don't know if I don't know where it's gonna pick it up from. Alright, 45 minutes. I think we could call it a stream over here. A very short stream, but then again, that was the point. Just keeping it short. So, wow, time has flown. As they say, time flies when you're having fun. Or so. I'm just gonna shut up over here. So here we are at the end for now. I'm definitely gonna do this again, but if I'm gonna do it again, I think I gotta organize myself a little better and not just hop between games. In fact, there is something in mind that I would like to stream. Good, awesome. Thank you. That means take it as you will, but that means a lot coming from you, Alex. Decidedly one of the pros. Moons was how you great. Thank you. I gotta check out some of your streams sometime. In fact, I gotta turn on notifications on my Twitch app just to see when everybody's getting on. I think everybody here streams in one way or another. So many streams to check out, so little time. Need more hours in the day. And for those of us stateside, we're losing an hour, so. That was gonna be great. Thanks. Thank you, Rebel. Alright, so again, I'll be back to stream another time, but I'm definitely gonna get myself a little more organized. I'll pick out something to stream and then go from there. And as far as times, we'll have to see when, because I don't have a steady schedule. I didn't have one before. I don't have one now. Something tells me a steady schedule is gonna elude me for some time. Anyway, Alex, I know you're going online soon. Yeah, last person, Alex. He's you're gonna be streaming tonight, right? If you'd like to see Geometry Dash Mayhem, definitely check out Alex. In fact, at some point I would like to stream Geometry Dash, but when I have a good handle on the game and I'm not just smashing into the stuff because of one bad movement. All right, so that's it for tonight. Yeah, last person, Alex. He is streaming in T-minus 13 minutes. Go give him a look. And that's gonna do it for me. Thank you so much, everyone that tuned in. Hope to see you either back here or on the Twitter timeline, in the Twitterverse. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful night. And have a wonderful night. Oh my gosh, the mic is hot, you heard that? Bye!